And welcome back to the LEC, as I'm joined by Exaki, who's the very first player in the LEC at least, who made Lucian work. Congrats on this and on picking up the win, I guess. Tell me about the confidence you had in picking this champion in his bot lane, because as I said, LEC was not really performing on the champion. And second one, why do you think teams were failing so much on Lucian?
So first of all, I think it's the first Lucian to win in the West.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good. And yeah, I mean, I played one Lucian game last week. I was disgusting on it, honestly, because we didn't practice too much, I think, during scrims. And so what we did this week is just spam Lucian. And I just think the reason why it's not working is because you need a lot of discipline from the whole team to make this champ work, because there is steps to respect. And yeah, it's a lot of teamwork. I think it's like champs like Caitlyn, that you need your whole team to play around it, kind of.
Discipline that paid off today because you got the Kia player of the game, Exaki, and you were telling me that your performance was, I quote, disgusting last week. Tell me about what you tried to implement and how you fixed things that didn't work out last week, for instance.
So, yeah, I mean, I was disgusting, and what we did is review a lot of Eastern Lucians, for example, I don't know, Guma, Pace, and LPL players. And yeah, that's what we did, just watch what they do and how they set up this champion to make it work, the timings and stuff. And I think we did it well today.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm very happy.
I think it's really interesting that you use LCK and maybe LPL games to train on certain picks, because I feel like you may learn certain things watching other teams do it, but when it comes to implementing this stuff into your games, you don't have the same team as T1 in the sense that they click really well and they do things because they know each other that well. What makes you think that you can apply this to SK, for instance, which is a completely different team that works really differently compared to T1?
I think it's because they are very disciplined, probably, in scrims. In LEC, I think sometimes, us included, there is a lot of ego battle or like unawareness in the timings that leads to random kills. And I think this week we really tried to replicate the stage games in scrims, and I think shout out to BDS that does it very well, I think, in scrims. And yeah.
BDS locked last week, you locked today with this win. Congratulations on making it to the next stage, but you guys have been playing really well, so I think it makes sense. How do you reflect on the split so far when you compare the expectations you had coming into this year?
I think it's kind of the same as last year, honestly. People expect SK to be not so good, and I don't know why, honestly, because maybe we played bad in spring and summer last year, and I just think we practiced very hard in scrims, and we were serious and disciplined, and I think if anyone do this, they will be good, I guess, if they don't choke on stage. So yeah, I mean, so far I'm very happy. There is 2 games that I'm, because we lost twice, right? Yeah. One game, the draft was a bit hard, not to blame my coach, but we didn't know about a certain champion, and then the other game, I think I was running it down. So I think there is still room for improvement, but I think we're on the right path, and I think the addition of Niski helped a lot.
Yeah, and you seem to reflect on what has been going wrong either way, so hopefully bright future for SK in the rest of the season. Exaki, merci beaucoup. Thank you so much for the interview. And we're going to take a short break as we watch mechanics about Elioya. We'll see you right after this.